Hey everybody, what's up? How you doing? Short time as usual. Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're streaming us live from. I appreciate you that you have come to this live stream, guys. You know how we do it every Saturday, every Sunday around 4 to 5 p.m. Whereas they're talking about different topics, having a couple of guests. Basically, talking about health, wellness, and a couple of all other things. But thanks so much for joining wherever you're watching us from. Thanks so much for joining us. So, guys, today we have an interesting topic. As you can already see the thumbnail and the title, and we're talking about water. So, just waiting for a couple of guys to join in, and then we shall get started. Mr. Msing, today you're an early bird. What's up? How you doing, bro? I see you. Thanks for coming. You know how we do it. Rain family, what's up? How you doing? Thanks so much. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you so much. And guys, remember, if you have any questions, please drop them so that I can answer them right away. Leia, lifestyle, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're doing great. But those guys, I appreciate you that you are here. Welcome to today's live stream. You know how we do it every Sunday, every Saturday, around this time. We always here. So today, guys, I don't have a guest for you, but we're simply talking about wellness, fitness, and health. So someone came to my DM and asked me, how much water should I be drinking? And does it have an effect when it comes to weight loss? And that's the question that I actually want to answer for you today, guys. So you want to get glued here so that I'll even tell you at the end of the live stream how much water that you need to be taking so that you can maximize your weight loss. Who else do we have here? Still welcoming a couple of guys. Guys, keep around. And if you can share me out, your audience, please share me out so that can have an amazing audience in the building, right? But talking about water. Water is life. I mean, we've all heard about this statement for life. Perhaps in primary school, maybe out there, you've always been told that water is life. And that's very true. Water is actually life. I mean, if you look at all living cells in the world, they contain water. So that's why water is life. And if you look at human beings, about 60-70% of your body weight is actually water. So you can see how important water is. So that's something that we are going to dive into and look into, and maybe explore it a little bit more and why it might be important when it comes to losing weight. Yes, so you want to get glued here, do not go anywhere. So if I can dive in really quick, when it comes to weight loss, I've always, guys, told you here that if you really need to lose weight, you need to cut back on your calories. I mean, you need to be eating in a caloric deficit. But so how is water connected with a caloric deficit? Someone might be asking themselves such kind of an important question. But as I've already told you, water is basically life. I mean, it's not only about calories, but there's so many things that play in. But of course, calories is like a foundation for weight loss. No matter what you do, you must create a caloric deficit. But how does water come in? Let's look at calories. When you look at water, water is completely caloric free. Water does not contain any single calorie. So if you're someone out there who is, trying to limit on your calories, I mean, I know you've been out there taking sodas, taking sweetened tea and coffee, so many things which contain calories. So if you're looking at, cutting back on your calories, you want to consider, beverages which actually do not contain calories. And one of them is, of course, water. And it has 0 calories. So taking in water basically substitutes all other beverages that you've been taking which contain a lot of calories. So in that way, you're actually creating a caloric deficit by simply taking water. I mean, and there are some things that we confuse. Most people do not differentiate between the do not know the difference between hunger and thirst. And it's something that beats them. Someone, when they feel hungry and when they feel thirsty, they mistaken it as hunger and they end up consuming food instead of sipping some water. So it's very, very important that every time you feel I'm hungry because you're misinterpreting it, you first take in like a glass of water or two. If you realize that your hunger cues have gone down, then perhaps you've been thirsty, not actually hungry. But most of us do not really differentiate the difference between hunger and thirst. So it's very, very important. If you're trying to cut back on your calories, every time you feel hungry, sometimes it's not the hunger, it's actually thirst. So how about you take some water? Because on top of that, water is caloric free. So you're going to, chase out the hunger cues. You're going to feel satiated because water too is satiating, because like if you take 2 cups of water, they run into your stomach, it's going to burn your stomach, and then you feel satiated. And of course, that stretch signal, of course, goes to the brain and tells the brain that there's something in your stomach. So please suppress the hunger. So that's what happens. That's why some people, every time they take water, they feel like they don't need food because it has been thirst, the hunger that has been disturbing you. So you need to know that as well. So one thing is water contains no calories, so it reduces the number of calories that you take, hence helping you create a caloric deficit, of course, leading you to, losing weight. And number two, guys, is water suppresses your appetite. If you look at most people, they always eat because they have a lot of appetite, trying to stimulate them to eat this and this and that. But I want you to do an experiment on this. You first have 2 glasses of water or a liter of water before you take food. You see what happens to your appetite. Your appetite will immediately, drop down. You understand what I'm saying? So basically what happens is you are going to realize that you no longer want to eat food by just taking water. So that's the good thing with water. Water basically suppresses your appetite, which makes you not to want to eat. And of course, the less the meals, the more easier it's going to be for you to create a consistent caloric deficit and hence weight loss. But those are some of not the main reasons why you should be taking water. Let's just look water in broad. Water, if you look at food that you eat, it contains nutrients. All those nutrients, they basically dissolve in water. Talk about stuff like sodium, potassium, all your electrolytes. These electrolytes are important for our muscles to contract, for our nerves to work. So what drives them where they're supposed to be is water. So sometimes, especially as to work out, if you're hydrated, even a slight hydration can affect your gym performance. Look at stuff like potassium, sodium. These are the minerals that your body needs to contract muscles. And of course, when you're in the gym, you are basically, contracting muscles. So when you don't have enough water, what happens basically is you're not going to have all these electrolytes distributed where they're supposed to be. So you're going to be feeling cramps all the time. You do 2 reps, 3 reps, and then you're basically exhausted. You're feeling cramps everywhere simply because you're dehydrated. So a slight, dehydration can actually cause something big, especially when it comes to affecting your gym. Malile, you're saying, I have issues taking with water. I only drink it when I'm thirsty. I don't have a problem with that, but that's little. That's little. You shouldn't only drink water when you're thirsty, when you feel you're thirsty, because your body needs are more than that. And that's what I'm saying. At the end of that day, at the end of this live stream, I'll actually tell you how much water that you should be drinking. You've perhaps had something like 8 ounces and all that, but I'll explain more. So that's all about water. Cynthia Hope, what's up? TNKK, it's been a minute. Hi, doing? How is everything? I see you. Thanks for coming. So today we've been we simply talking about water and how it is vital when it comes to weight loss. So we've said number one, water is calorie free, it doesn't contain any calories. So if you're someone who's trying out there to create a caloric deficit to lose weight, you have an option. That's water. I mean, you stop taking stuff like sodas, you stop taking stuff like sweetened tea and all that, which means basically you will create a caloric deficit. But number two, you're saying water suppresses your appetite. I mean, if you're someone, we've said some people cannot differentiate the difference between hunger and thirst. Every time they feel they are hungry, they run for food, but instead, sometimes you find actually the thirst, not the hunger cues. So every time you feel like your stomach is empty and your brain is signaling you, take something, first take some water and see. Sometimes your brain is telling you this is just thirsty. Can you just quench your thirst and be fine? But some of us we instead run to snack and food and all that. Tiankeke is saying, I drink a lot of flavored water. Oh my God. Which kind of flavors are in that water? Because if you take water, it has to be calorie free. I mean, it has to be calorie free. Nothing like plain water. But if you have water added into some stuff, sometimes some of those flavors, I don't know, they're different. I mean, you're going to find a lot of sports drink where they tell you these ones contain only electrolytes, they don't contain calories, but is that always true? I'm not sure. But plain water is the best. Plain water is basically the best. Oh, lemon. Okay, lemon, of course, it has a little bit of calories, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. At the end of the day, you have a percentage of. I mean, if you're taking flavored water with the lemon and strawberry, pear, and all that stuff, as long as 90% of that beverage is water, that's pretty much, because some of us even take water in tea, we take water in coffee, we take water everywhere. But the question is, are you someone who has a weight loss goal? If you don't have any of such goals, then you can take your water when it is flavored. That's perfect. That's perfect. At the end of the day, you need to be meeting your body's water requirements. You shouldn't look dehydrated. Guys, if you've been severely dehydrated, there's so many stuff that can happen to your body. I mean, sometimes people get severe dehydration to the extent that their blood pressure drops, the extent that even your kidneys start, failing because you're not taking enough water. So it's very, very important that you guys take water. We've already said water is life. Alex Masao, what's up? How you doing? How's UAE? Hope you're doing fantastic. So it's very, very important that you know that at the back of your mind. I mean, some people can go into severe dehydration to the extent that they start getting clinical symptoms like dizziness, fatigue every time and then. Some of them, they go ahead and, get drop in blood pressure. It can even cause shock. It can cause kidney injuries. So it's a lot, but why would you go to that extent? Are you living like in a desert? Why would you reach at that extent? You shouldn't. Trust me, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. And guys, if you have any questions, please drop them down here. Drop them in the live chat so that I can attend to your questions as well. So another reason why you should be drinking water is if you look at water, it's basically, if you look at your blood, the biggest volume is composed of water. I mean, if you look at your blood plasma and all that, it's water. So if you don't take enough water, that's what I'm telling you, you're going to have a fall in your blood pressure and all that. And that one can cause even severe, effects. You may even need hospitalization, which is, extreme. You shouldn't reach at that extent. And minus, helping you lose weight and all that. Every time you take cold water, there's something we call thermogenesis. So water, in one way or the other, it basically boosts your metabolism. Some of the thermogenesis is basically heat production, the process by which your body produces heat. We call it thermogenesis. So every time you take cold water, from the fridge, from somewhere else, your body tries to heat up that water to the temperature of your blood or the already existing foods. So it has to, boost your metabolism so that it can catch up, with the temperature of your blood. So every time your metabolism is boosted and all that, increases thermogenesis, you're burning more calories. So water can actually help you burn more calories and hence burn more fat. So it's just interesting. So that's why sometimes if you're someone who is looking at, losing weight and all that, um, trying to cut back on calories, creating a caloric deficit, then cold water is a big deal because your body will try to, match up with the normal temperature of the blood. So it will try to heat up the water that you've taken in up to that level. So it's very, very important that you also get to know that. Alex Massa was saying, let's connect for full support. Okay, I hear you guys. Feel free to connect with everyone here. But if you haven't smashed that like button, please, please do not forget, do not forget, do not forget. Then, when you also look at water, look at you want to look at your skin tagger and everything. Because I've ever realized that every time you're hydrated, you can easily, pinch your skin and take some time to, go back. And those are some of the signs of dehydration. So for you to have a nice looking skin, you must have a good skin tagger. And to create that, you basically need to be hydrated. So please, guys, drink water. Drink as much water as you can to look healthy, have a nice skin, and have the energy, feel great. Some of you sometimes you feel unnecessary headaches because you're not taking enough water. As simple as that. Every time you rehydrate, have some rest, you wake up when the headache has disappeared. You feel a little bit fatigued simply because you're hydrated. Instead of taking water, you're running for caffeinated drinks. Power plays, rock boom, and all that. But that's all just bullshit, right? So it's very important. It's very, very important that just keep your body hydrated. Just keep your body hydrated. Since I hope you're saying so true was that what happens when I do not take a lot of water. Yes, T and KK, the skin crack. Some people reach the extent of having cracked skin, and you're like, why can't you take water? Why can't you take water? Why can't you take enough water? So that's much basically it when it comes to water. So water, number one, how it helps you lose weight is it suppresses your appetite. Number two, it's caloric free, so you're taking 0 calories. Number three, it boosts your metabolism, so can help you burn more fat. Number four is minus boosting your metabolism, to boost your energy, especially in the gym. You don't feel dehydrated, so you can lift more weight and all that. You know what I'm saying? But then stuff like a skin tagger. Water itself can help you relieve stress. You understand what I'm saying? It can help you relieve stress. Every time you're fatigued, you feel weak, you're basically stressed. So, but how about you rehydrate and you're simply feeling okay? You're not going to get stressed. So water can actually help you deal with your stress. Just go meditate, have a bottle of water, sip every time, and then trust me, you're going to be fine. Since I hope you're saying something, what of the lips horse? Of course, dry lips is a sign of dehydration. When you look someone their lips are ever dry, their skin is just, when you pinch it, it takes a sort of like maybe 10 seconds to go back. Those are some of the signs of dehydration, but of course, not forgetting stuff like headache, fatigue, muscle cramps, and all that, What else is the question here? So the question is always, how much water should you be drinking? You have probably had somewhere that you should be drinking about 8 glasses of water or 2 liters of water. So the question is, do you actually need the same amount of water? I mean, should we all be taking about 2 liters of water or 8 glasses or 8 ounces? Really? I think no. Because we all have different water requirements. Look at somebody who trains a lot. Look at somebody who is very active. Do they need the same water as someone who is dormant, someone who never works out, someone who is just there all the time? I don't think no. Me who hits the gym, works out every time, I'm sweating, which means I'm losing more water. I basically need to replace that water. So which means I will have to drink more. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain. So you cannot only say, I take only 8 ounces or 8 glasses of water. I need more than that because I'm sweating, I'm working out. I need, these electrolytes to go each and every part of my body. So which means I have to take more water. I mean, um, most of us, I know even 2 liters is a problem. Some people cannot even drink 2 liters. You understand? But some of us, we actually drink more than that. We drink up to 4 liters and all that. But it's very, very important that you drink what according to your own requirements. But as you should feel in you that you're actually taking enough water. You understand what I'm saying, guys? You shouldn't drink water to make it 8 ounces. Drink as much as water, as much water to quench your thirst. Or how active are you? Are you someone who is sweating all the time? You probably need more water. Are you someone who is running? Are you running a marathon? You probably need more water. So you can't tell me that I only need 8 ounces of water. So the water requirements basically depends on an individual. So drink as much as you can to make sure that you yourself you feel you have taken enough. But of course, 8 glasses is an average. It's an average. So you can drink 6 glasses, you can drink 10 glasses, you can drink 14 glasses. But then let's look at how most people lose water. I mean, um, some people they don't know that they lose water even when they not even when they don't go to pee and all that. I mean, there's something we call insensible water losses. When I'm talking right now, the fact that I'm talking, I'm losing water. You understand? When you are breathing, you're losing water. Some people they think they're going to lose water when they are sweating only. No, even when you're talking, you're losing water. Of course, that's why every time it is cold, like right now in my country where I am, it's very, very cold outside. So you don't expect me to sweat. So all that water that's supposed to be lost, through sweating and all that, you're going to lose it through urine. That's why most times people, sorry about that. Most people, when it's very cold, that's when they get the urge to visit, the toilet very often. You want to urinate them more when it's very cold because all the other insensible water losses, they're basically shut down. When it's cold, you're not sweating. So you're not losing water through your skin, what you call perspiration and all that. You can't lose water. So all the water is shunted back to the kidneys, and then you're going to lose water through urine. So Mwana Wingo Production, welcome. Thanks so much for coming through. Mankids, I see you as well. So Mwana Wingo is saying, how many liters of water do the people of Uganda normally use in a day? Oh my God, that's a very hard question. I can't answer that. I was saying on average, drink about 2 liters of water, 8 ounces of water, but that's not that should not stop you from taking more than that. But you shouldn't also go for, because water can kill sometimes. Look at people who go for contests of drinking water. Some of them they end up dying. You understand? But you can drink as much as you can, even if it is more than 6 liters. I mean 2 liters, which is about 8 ounces of water. So that's how it is. And how do you know that you're taking enough water or you're not taking enough? So guys, mark this. You need to understand this. How do you basically know that you're hydrated or you're dehydrated? You can only determine this by the color of your urine. You feel me? The color of your urine basically tells you if you're drinking enough water or you're drinking less than enough. You understand what I'm saying? So every time you go to pee, look at the color of your urine. If your color of your urine looks turbid and it's too much yellowish and concentrated, that's a big sign that you're dehydrated. You need to drink more water. But every time you pass, colorless urine or light yellow urine, it tells you that now you're hydrated. And the reason for that is every time you're dehydrated, your body is wise enough to conserve the little water to do other functions instead of wasting it out, you're letting it. So it will tend to absorb all the water and will leave you with the concentrated one, which has a lot of waste so that you can, pee it out. So it's very, very important to look at the color of your urine if you want to know if you're hydrated or if you're dehydrated. Why you calling? Oh my God. Yours is blue. One day it will turn red and you come to the hospital. The day it turns red, you come to the hospital. This help you're saying what's good color of urine. So I'm saying that good color of urine should be light yellow or colorless. Every time you go to pee and you see a colorless urine, it basically means that your body is well hydrated and it's just flushing out urine. You know what I'm saying? So it should be light yellow or colorless. There's nothing like white, but it should be colorless, right? So that's how you get to know that you're hydrated or you're dehydrated. But then let's look at your kidneys. Most people who are dehydrated, every time you try to pass out urine and you're passing that dark, concentrated yellow urine, over time, there's something we call nephrolithiasis, or in simple terms, we just call it kidney stones. So over time, because those wastes contain a lot of uric acid, urea, and all that, so they end up forming stones. So those stones, what they do is they're going to break your ureters. They're going to break your ureters. And you come to the hospital and you need to do a surgery to remove that stone. So why can't you get taken out for that? Always flush out the uric acid and all the waste. Amanda K, hey, you're saying, oh, that's really awesome in case of hydration. I also use the simple one. If I'm over going to pee, then I know I'm drinking well. Exactly. Every time you want to go to pee, just know you're drinking enough, which is good. I mean, you're flushing out all the waste, you're flushing out all the bacteria, which puts you at less risk of getting UTIs. All the bacteria are going to be flushing them out all the time because urine is basically a good environment, make those microorganisms, the bacteria, to thrive and multiply, and of course they'll cause UTIs. So that's why one of the ways to even avoid UTIs is drink more water. You're basically going to be flushing everything out, because when you drink more water, your body will find no reason to retain it. So it will tell you, pee it out. When you drink less, because your body needs water, it will tend to hold on it, reabsorb it, and conserve it for the most important body functions. So it's very, very important that you drink water. So don't only look at, weight loss and all that. Those are supplemental benefits. But healthy-wise, water is needed. Delia, Amy, what's up? You're saying hi, everyone. Hi, how you doing? Thanks for coming through. And remember, guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that red subscribe button. Do not forget. And of course, hit the thumbs up right now. Hit the thumbs up. And if you have any question, drop it down in the comment section so that I can read it and answer directly to you. So if you just joined us, we're basically talking about how water can actually help you lose weight. We said 1, suppresses your appetite, hence you're going to take less calories. Number 2, it boosts your metabolism. There's something we call thermogenesis. So every time you take some cold water and all that, because your body temperature is somewhere, your body has to, match up to that body temperature. It has to warm up that water that you have taken in so that it can match up, with the body's temperature. So it will have to boost your metabolism and yet burn more calories, because the faster the thermogenesis, the more calories that you're burning. The faster metabolism, the more calories that you're burning. We say number 3 is it's caloric free. Water doesn't contain any calories, so it basically means you're taking 0 calories. If you're someone trying to lose weight and you have to create a persistent or consistent caloric deficit, then water is the answer because it has 0 calories. But other benefits of water, we talk stuff about stuff like making your skin look good and skin tagger. Of course, relieving your stress and depression and all that. We talked about stuff like boosting your energy in the gym, metabolism, and others so that you can train well. So there's so many. So guys, hydrate. Do I have a question here? If you have any question, please drop it down, drop it. Any question, guys? You're awesome. Any question for me? Yeah, like in Natural Beauty is saying, do not forget to thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up. So I do not intend to make this live stream very long. It is something simple that I wanted to share with you guys. But if you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask me your questions. Ask your questions and I answer right now. Any questions, guys? Any questions? If you have any question, guys, let me know. Let me know so that I can answer it before I leave here. Any questions for me, guys? Others, guys, if you basically do not have any question for me, guys, I'll just beg to end this live stream here. And of course, guys, you know how we do it every Saturday and every Sunday. You're always here. Guys, catching my next live stream. That's tomorrow, right? Do not miss to be here. Otherwise, I appreciate you for always being here, being awesome viewers, and hope you've learned something. See you in my next live stream. My love. Peace.